SoundShooter 4545, 2010 edition, version 2. This microphone is a 45 degree stereo microphone equipped with Panasonic WM61A back electret condenser microphone capsules. Yeah, look kind of rough. Oh well. I'm going to be doing a music demo this time. I never was satisfied with the sound that I got this last incarnation of the microphone. Seemed to have a crunchy sound to the voice and seemed to have too much distortion in the low bass. I went into the ALC circuit and found 3 or 4 construction errors, and I also added a DC amplifier after the ALC capacitor using a 1.5 microfarad mylar capacitor. And this capacitor, I chose it because unlike electrolytics, which can dry out and lose capacitance with age, this one will be rather stable. So once I got the ALC time constants and characteristics set, I can pretty well count on it staying that way for a lot of years to come. Took a little while to get it. Like I said before, wasn't satisfied. Had to work it a while. And I finally got it. What I did was I monitored the output of the amplifying system with the scope. I fed the input in through a pair of 100K resistors directly across the mic element. Like that, I was able to maintain the basic impedance characteristic of the mics, and that allowed me to properly set my resistors for the high pass filter at the beginning of the circuit. It also allowed me to watch and see what the distortion characteristics were as far as the low bass. What happens when you have inadequate capacitance in your ALC circuit is that it tends to try to smooth out the lower frequencies, and therefore you get below 100 Hertz and you don't have enough capacitance in your ALC DC control line. What you end up with is a really distorted waveform. Use too much capacitance though, and you may have too much of an attack delay. You'll get too much distortion for too long before the ALC operates. And then, like I said, without enough capacitance, with too little capacitance, the ALC operates too fast and tries to filter out the bass or the low frequencies, and what that does is results in severe distortion and severe intermodulation. So by monitoring the output with the scope, taking the frequency of the generator all the way down to 20 Hertz, and then running it through the entire dynamic range or volume range, I was able to finally adjust the circuit to where it would not distort on low bass and yet had just barely. I wish I could get it faster, but I can't because of the low frequency limitations. I had to compromise between the operating delay and times of the ALC system and the distortion. I think I hit it this time. What I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and move the camera. This is a little clumsy, but this is YouTube. It's not professional. I can get away with this. Okay, muggly ugly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play an MP3 file from the computer. And it'll be Hayseed Dixie, Black Magic Woman. Hayseed Dixie is a bluegrass group, and they do parodies of popular songs. And I'm still not totally sure because they play very, very well. Not sure if they do it for fun or if they're just doing it for art. Sounds great though, so I'm going to use it. It's a good instrumental piece, a lot of low string bass, and if I had severe intermod it would sound horrible. So that's what we'll use for the demo piece. Then we'll go over here and we'll look at the equipment, and there it is, the Technics. Whoops, we got a zoom problem with the camera. It's a cheap camera. Okay, now we have the Technics SA350, 1986 or thereabouts vintage of Technics, which is a Panasonic company. Technics stereo receiver, reworked it, put a VLF receiver in it. Nice unit. Now it's in the middle of the stereo. I don't have to have a VLF receiver on it, and at almost 50 watts a channel sounds great. What I'm going to be doing is an actual acoustic pickup. This is the microphone that's in the room with the speakers. Now the speakers are small. Don't let that fool you though. There's a subwoofer in the closet. That's why we'll get the full bass all the way down to about 40 Hertz or so. So I'll swing the camera around, and my high-rise workbench entertainment center, it all fits together in a small room, works great. Okay, here you are. You see the TV monitor that I'm using. left speaker, right speaker. Horrible mess, but it's a walk-in closet, and in the corner of that closet is a subwoofer that fires directly into the corner. Has about 3 inches space on either side, and a box on top, so it forces the corner of the closet to act as a folded horn. Sounds great. Okay, now we're going to do the music. We'll go ahead, instrumental of Black Magic Woman by Hayseed Dixie. Oh, sorry guys, I'm running out of time on the disc. Oh boy. Whew. Okay, that's the best I could do with this demo. Sounds great. Thanks a lot, guys. Love you. Bye-bye.